Hello everyone, I'm Brovy1322 and welcome to the Community Verified Program Showcase for May. Another 15 great tracks to showcase. This video is brought to you by my real life racing series. Usually ranked as the best series I do by those who watch it, it really does contain some of my favourite videos to make. Catch up on all the action with the link in the description. Alright, so sedans E. The E tier of sedans. Stuff like Cognoscenti 55s like I'm in, and other stuff. We got another 15 tracks to showcase, 5 on PS5, 5 on Xbox Series X and 5 on PC. All submitted by you guys, of course. And then tested. And only the best get showcased in these streams and become community verified. Starting us off though, it's a really tight track that I'm trying to find a place where I can look at the notes. Neat, well-made track, perfect for compact or sedans, but nothing super special, hence the score. So it's kind of like scraped in with a 4.0 score out of 5. Obviously, tracks need a score of 4 or higher to become community verified and get showcased. You guys know the score now. We've been doing this enough. This is like the 4th showcase since we restarted the program on Xbox Series X, PS5, new gen platforms. Cognoscenti 55 was definitely not the right choice when it comes to cornering abilities. And there's not enough straight line areas on this track to make it worthwhile. I should have looked at the track map beforehand. I did pick a little bit of a boat. It is in the E tier of sedans, but yeah, it's definitely not a strength, this kind of track makeup for the boats of the Cognoscentis. Yeah, fun track. Nice. Oh, no. I'm gonna have to wait. Nice track, yeah. It is a neat and tidy sort of thing. It's fun how, you know, a different part of the map has been completely refreshed and remade. This whole area, you know, just completely custom created, you know, that's the sort of stuff that you like to see. Giving a brand new, fresh experience, more so than just checkpoints around the map. Starting to get the hang of the Cognoscenti 55 a little bit more now. These races aren't very long, so... But yeah, we... Damn. No, really? What a mess. I think we all just need to wait for each other for that one. There we go. That was a mix of 3 very different cars. The Washington with the terrible top speed but all the grip. The Cognoscenti with the exact opposite features, and then the Asterope right smack bang in the middle. We all just coalesced at the right moment, or at the wrong moment. Yeah, fun little track to start us off. Remember, Profi.com/verified. Link is also in the description. and that gives you all the info you need to submit your own circuits and see the scores that your circuits might have gotten. Alright, airport track. Oh, it's close. Close. We're snug on the grid. Oh yeah, no boost start. I keep forgetting to mention that every time. No boost starts. I think everybody else remembered apart from me, honestly. Right, so we got ghosting to the first checkpoint. And it's raining. It's actually raining in-game, and it's set to current weather, so it is we're gonna have, it's rare enough to have a race with like transitioned weather, but to have a race with different weather in like these very quick 5-minute races we do for Community Verified is even more rare. This should be fun. This is, I remember when this got submitted and there was like a little debate about it, because it's very similar to a previous track that got verified made by the same creator, and it has sort of similar features but it's a different layout, and I think this is a better version in comparison to that original one, and it is different enough that it's worthwhile as an inclusion. But I think I like this one better than the original. This is Autodromo Pavel, and I can't remember what the other one was called, but it was Autodromo something. But I think this is the better layout. We need hot rings for this one. Hot ring Sabre and hot ring Everon. I chose the Sabre. A little bit more predictable and easy to drive, I think, for a quick race like this. Autodromo Torpedo, that's what it was called, yeah, previously verified. It had this same section, the banking, with the track going underneath it, but a very different layout elsewhere. Very smooth on the transition from the banking to the road. Hey, it's a cool section that I'm glad we got to see a little bit of that, where the cars go on the banking as you go underneath it. Remember, the links for all the tracks that we're seeing today are in the description of the video, and they're all in the order in which we play them as well, and time-stamped as well. There's also bookmark links that you can just keep the bookmarks on all the time. Keep the playlist. There's bookmark links. Jeez, there's playlist links that you can keep bookmarked all the time, and those playlists will get updated each month with the tracks that we're using for the Community Verified showcase that month. But then you have to, obviously, those will change, so the playlists aren't going to stay the same all the time, and you'll have to bookmark the tracks themselves, and if you want to play those or add them to your own playlists. Hot Ring Everon's better top speed got me there. To be fair, I had a bad exit as well. Yeah, it's a nice layout. Nice little airport track. Second for life. Alright, third track. Safe, well done propping, competently made transitions. Good example of the quality expected from a modern city track. So there you go. That's the notes. That's what my notes said for this one. Good example of a well-made city track in the modern the modern iteration of the community verified program. I guess this is sort of the quality that's needed and the kind of track that's expected to become verified. Ooh. No, I thought I was going to get away with it, and I didn't. Muscle B tier for this one, but the GTT is a little bit of a wild card. Needs some retesting doing, but so does everything else at the moment. Yeah, nice transitions and sort of custom created road layout as well in general. Oh, someone chose the Arbiter GT. The HSW Arbiter GT is in this tier. Look at him, he's all over the place. Might have a good top speed, but like the Vamos, you're going to be going left and right at the will of the car. At every bump that you hit. Watch him come flying past on this straight. I'm scared. I'm defending. Oh, stupid bush. To be fair, there's a few smoother areas of this track, so maybe the Arbiter isn't going to do too badly, but it does seem to be losing pace. Needed the previous track on the airport for the Arbiter to do well. Yeah, nice city track. Nice transitions, nice custom road connecting pieces. Bit of like elevation change and those custom. One thing that gets me about the custom road sections, especially later on around the lap, is there's like different bits of elevation and like bumps and undulation in custom pieces. You know, in a part of the track made up by completely flat, straight things in the creator, you've got some undulating roads, which is pretty cool. I think it's here. Just little extra nuances. I think fifth was gonna happen in this one, but I think not anymore. You never know. Without that, it would be very bumpy around there. It is very bumpy around that part of the map, that is true. So I can see why it's been sort of covered over to give a bit more of a smooth experience. GTT has the grip on the Pisswasser. Battle of the Dominators. Damn! I gave him the boost. Cluckin Raceway has a nicely decorated custom section which adds a lot to the track. Alright. We will see. 190Z versus Coca Classic versus Monroe in this Sport Classics D tier race. How has that happened? So we're at Polito. Ooh, I see a bridge. Monroe's got the top speed in this tier, but it does not have the brakes or the cornering. Poké Classic's pretty good for top speed as well, to be fair. Ooh. Nice. This is the sort of thing you need for a Paleto Bay track these days. You gotta have some sort of extension out of the bounds of Paleto Bay. Oh, this is cool. Because you can't really do too much with Paleto Bay in general. It's just such a small area of the map. That was cool. Yeah, nice little custom section there that extends the track into the open sea area. Chicane there to make that bit of stretch of road a little bit unique as well, not just the same as any other track that would be created around there that just uses the road straight off. Got some smoothing in here, it's normally quite bumpy. Smoothing on the apex there. Yeah, nice little Paleto Bay track. Quite a few high-speed sections, so I feel like the Monroe and the Coquette were probably the best choice. Monroe 122 mph, Coquette 118, 190Z 109. Yeah, but the 190Z then has the grip, but on a track like this, probably not that useful. It's an interesting tier, this one. Only the 3 cars, but they're all very different, but closely matched around a lap. Fighting for that second. I think the Coquette Classic's got the better acceleration. The Monroe takes a little bit too long to get up to top speed. Oh, I got a run there though. Had a bit more confidence in the chicane. Nice. No, it does have the acceleration and boxes jumping. That was fun. Final track for PS5. Thanks again to Box for hosting and sorting out the playlist for PS5. We'll have Specky doing it on Series X and Leosa doing it on PC. Damn, this looks interesting already. I haven't used the Entity in ages. Felt like it had to be done in this Supers D tier race. And look at the undulation, high speed. Oh, bit of understeer, saved it. Man, and then we got complete, like, bloody hell. Tesseract, an interesting choice. Doesn't have the grip, but it will have decent general straight line speed. Damn, this is a cool one. Very fast, and it's like a bit of a roller coaster. I can carry more speed around there. I'll have to remember that for the next lap. Ah, I did that better the first lap as well. Tesseract's relatively better as well on flat roads, so it's quicker on stunt road pieces relative to other cars than it is on regular roads because of the advanced flags that slow it down over bumps. It's one of those cars. Bloody hell, it doesn't have any, it has a hard cap on its top speed though, that's the only thing. Oh, damn it. It was all going so well. It wasn't going great, to be fair, but damn. First major mistake of the entire playlist. I almost made it through 5 tracks without making any major mistakes. It's interesting because the track itself, it's relatively simple in terms of like just the straight layout, but there's nuance to it, and it's some of the sequential corners like this where you've got to sacrifice a little bit in the first part of the corner to sort of get the best speed throughout the whole segment. If you just take them individually and take one corner as quick as you normally could, you won't be able to do the second corner straight after it very well. Perfect example is coming up here. You gotta go a bit tighter on this one so that you can get a better line through this one. I like stuff like that. And yeah, it would be interesting in something with like less grip, like muscle cars or whatever. I mean, HSW sports cars would be a bloody riot around here. Can you imagine the S95 and the Banshee going 150, 160 miles an hour? Vajero ZX in muscle going 160 with no grip, trying to make it through this left, right, left section. That would be a challenge. It's an entirely custom track as well. But it doesn't feel like it because it's in like a bit of a unique location with all the trees and the mountains and things. Like, yeah, very cool. Nice way to round off the playlist. Stop saying things like that, it makes me want to return. Can you imagine though? HSW Vajero ZX. No grip, 160 mile an hour on that downhill section. Trying to maximize the speed and the grip through there would be incredible. Alright, Xbox Series X tracks time. I'm using the Panto because I never use the Panto. And I actually have cars on Xbox now. I fixed that. I'm pretty sure I still don't have any different cars on PC yet, but... In fact, I have this exact car. Me and Baggins have the exact same car, because I bought it from him. That's how I got cars on Xbox, by just buying them from other people, the ones that I needed to fill in any gaps in tiers and things from the car meet. So yeah, Xbox tracks now, 5 tracks here. We had all regular racing circuits for PS5. Xbox Series X has a little bit of variety. We've got 3 regular tracks, an off-road rally track and an artistic track, which might be the first time we've had a track with that new category. All the information for all the categories and all the rules and whatnot for the community verified program is on brookby.com/verified. But yeah, the notes for this one said it's an ideal playlist or non-contact track. So probably not looking to do like racing event style stuff around here. More of a fun racing experience. That's what I'm gleaning from that kind of note anyway. Yeah, I never use the Panto. I pretty much only have, like, I have the Rhapsody for this tier of compacts. The only reason I have the Panto is in case we ever want to do Panto catch-up racing. Which is, of course, the pinnacle of GTA racing. But it is a fun little car. And yeah, it does have a nice flow, this track. Flowy tracks can be really fun. But yeah, they're often not the best for like proper high-level race event type things. You need a variety of corners and slow stuff and space and ways to overtake and things. It's no longer a 1-2 for the green Pantos. Need to get second back. It's a 1-2-3 for Pantos in general though, but different team. That's not the way to get second back. Bollocks. Tried too hard. Nice flowy track. It's not always second for life for me. That was all the car's fault, to be honest. I agree. This is why I don't race with the Panto. The Rhapsody would never have done that. Yeah, nice. Solid circuit in Palito Bay, which is hard to make a unique track in nowadays. That's the notes for this one. And we've already seen a Palito Bay circuit in this stream on PS5, so we can. How did I get the boost? We can get a direct comparison. in this Supers C tier race. But I agree, it is hard to make a unique Paleto Bay track, even with sort of the idea of custom created road sections, because a lot of people do their own custom created sections, and you know, there's only one way you can go really, which is out to sea. And then the roads that you can use themselves in Paleto Bay are always the same and very small. Oh, we're taking a different... Oh, interesting. I like going through the trees there. Oh, we've got bridges underneath and over the top and whatnot. Interesting. Oops. I'm glad the car that was in front of me is gone, actually. That tyre smoke was horrendous. Yeah, nice track. Good bit of Paleto Bay action with some custom road pieces to make it its own unique thing. I do really like this section. It's the first time I think I've ever seen a track that goes through this bit, doesn't just follow that road around. And it's amazing, like the different takes that people have on these sorts of tracks. Like you know, one solution was the previous track that we saw around here, where a chicane was added to make it a little bit different than just the standard straight section. Another one was to change completely and go left through the forest. It's what's so good about the creator in this game. It just allows people to do so many different unique things. It has been given attention over the years, like when you consider that when it first started it was just the basic props, and then we got all the stunt props, and we've had increases in prop count, and fixture removal was finally added and stuff like that. You know, Rockstar have given it attention and updated it and made it better, but it could still have so much more. So much more stuff that's already existing in like the dev version of it, and props that are locked behind other game modes and things, like arena props and whatnot. I think it's one of the only reasons that the game has had such a long life for a lot of the community. I mean, for me, getting to initially create and then race on custom tracks, I don't think I'd still be racing in this game if we could only use Rockstar created races. If we were still racing around cutting coroners, the original version with all the lampposts and everything, like, it wouldn't be happening. The creator has definitely increased the lifespan of the game. Ow. I think that's fair enough. I think that both of those moves were equal. Good track. Oh, it's not set to current weather in the creator. I was about to say this is a rarity that we've got rain for the second time in a playlist like this. But it's set to clear weather in the creator, so it's not raining in game. We're just gonna get a little bit of wet on the track. The first rain was only like 3 minutes or something when we did the airport track. This one would have been rain throughout. That's disappointing. Absolute shambles indeed. Delete 3.9. I hate that. I hate when it's not set to current weather in the creator, because you get all excited that, oh, we're gonna have a race that's got rain, or a race that's like half rain, half clear weather and dry, and then you load up the race and it's just dry constantly. Still short and sweet rallycross track. We're on non-contact because it is short. I'd say that's the Joker lap that goes further down there. But yeah, I guess to carry on my conversation from the last track, it does feel a little bit sort of too little too late, because as Night Angel said in the chat, 300 props, 100 prop removals, fixture removals, and the community verified program, it isn't as popular as it used to be. There aren't as many submissions as there used to be. I think it could be a bit of a too little too late type thing, and the fact that we don't have all that stuff on PC yet. You know, I was talking about buying cars in the car meet that I did on Xbox. That's only on the new gen platforms as well. I can't even do it. I might just wait to get new cars on PC until I can do that, because it makes it so much easier. But yeah, it's a shame. We needed 100 fixture removals and 300 props 2 years ago. We needed all the arena props and all the props that are locked behind the dev creator, and the modded props that you can sometimes get on PC if you know what you're doing. We needed all those 2 years ago as well. It's true that not everyone's upgraded yet to Xbox Series X or PS5, so there will be a smaller user base, I suppose, as well. And then PC aren't really incentivized either, because they don't have the new stuff. 300 props, 100 removals. It's unless you're, you know, utilizing things that you're not supposed to utilize on PC, but the creator is definitely pretty much the sole reason that I'm still playing this game, I would say. And for the racing community, it's the only reason there is a racing community, I think. It's a shame. It needs more love. I hope there's something like this for GTA 6 as well. I can't go back to racing, you know, Rockstar created circuits down the drain. What's the one around the prison again? What's that called? I've forgotten it because it's been so long since I've tried it. Criminal records, there it is. Cool little rallycross track. Nice layout. Oh, bollocks. Yeah, that's the only issue with this track is that there isn't that much dirt for a rallycross track. Like, this is the only bit of dirt road, really, where you're actually having to, like, turn and drive to the, you know, the way that the track is. I suppose it lasts a decent amount, but then we're back on tarmac again, and then you can use the dirt to extend a few of the corners, which is kind of nice. But it is mostly tarmac. The first little chicane section I don't think really counts. And then you've already done your turning by the time you're on there, and then you're immediately back onto road again. Just checked on Social Club, Criminal Records has 23.6 million players. Good God. Our fourth of 5 races on Xbox Series X. This one's a good showcase of making the Vinewood area seem more spacious and raceable through stunt prop sections. Looking forward to seeing some of that. That neon has flown ahead at the start. I was told if I pick a neon I'm getting taken out. Does that extend to the other neon? Not going to be able to catch it anyway. With all these tight corners, it's probably just going to be gone for the entire race. The neon is a good car to use in this B tier of sports cars when you don't know the track. Some people here will know the track and can maximise the Fauza and the elegy around it. I am not one of those people. I didn't think any dangerously close to that neon. Oh, he's taken himself out. It happened on its own. And last. A bit of a longer city track. You don't see them too often because even with 100 prop removals, it is difficult to make sure you've gotten everything covered over and gotten rid of in the city. There's just so many props, so many lampposts that either need covering or removing. Even on a shorter track. So it's quite challenging to make a longer track and make sure that there's nothing left over that's going to cause too many issues. Sometimes you've got to make a decision that you're okay to leave some lampposts if they're off the racing line or something like that. Whereas if you're on a shorter track, you probably wouldn't do that. Yeah, interesting. Utilising stunt road pieces to go sort of over almost the entirety of those Vinewood Hill areas where they're quite tight and technical. Don't think I'm catching the top 4. Probably not gonna be caught by the bottom 4 either. I'm in no man's land for the rest of this race, I think. interesting mix with the fast flowy sections around this area mixed up with the tighter areas in the Vinewood Hills, but not too tight. You would catch them in the neon. Oops. Maybe I will get caught if I keep making mistakes like that. Didn't make that mistake on the first lap. Got too confident. Wouldn't have made that mistake in the neon. Yay, I've got someone to race. Race a friend. My friend. I do like the makeup of that tight right-hander. It feels really nice with the stunt section. Oh, you can go on the outside there. Interesting. So our final Xbox Series X track is in the artistic category, which is a new category that we've brought a few of the categories together for the new iteration of the program. I think it makes a bit more sense. This is in the artistic / challenge category. And it might be the first that we ever had in that artistic category as well. I can see why. Supposedly it's just two straights with a bit of an extra corner, and it's basically a big tall bridge, suspension bridge. We're in Patriot stretchers, I guess, because memes. So yeah, the idea of artistic or challenge track category is basically that it's not really necessarily about primarily the racing. Oh, that's a cool little creation. It's more about the artistic expression of what's being made. And when it comes to challenge tracks, it's about making it to the end in the first place. You know, we've done a few of those tracks in the past where it's all about just actually making it to the end. There's not really a race involved. It's just like it's such a challenge to get through it. And then the artistic category is kind of on that same vein, but more about the artistic side of it, where it's just something that looks nice. Disgusting dive bomb. Yeah, a little bit. That was a little bit of a dive. Is ketchup on? Is that why we're all getting so close? I guess so. So I wonder if this has the whole thing. Yes, it is. Okay. I wonder if has the whole thing taken 300 props. You don't want to be on the outside here. I should have learned my lesson from the previous. Yep. We're sideways. Yeah, this is like just dumping basically all the props. Even if it was created on old gen, that's still like 200 on just this one little piece of the map. Don't need any other props for any other parts of a longer track or anything. Just create the very best small area that you can around here. Really cool. Somehow, amazingly, 300 props. The bridge is very over-engineered. Okay, so it is the full 300 props. It's really cool. It's such a cool creation. This is exactly what I wanted to see from the artistic category. Stuff like this that's just like... God damn it, now that's a disgusting dive. But okay, so is it basically no rows then? Is that what we're doing for the final Series X race at this point? I guess we are. We've still got half the race to go. I don't like that. I don't like that he's gone back. Xbox moment. I might just go to the extra checkpoint at the start and just watch. I'll be an observer. It is a very cool creation. This is a very cool suspension bridge. Haha! Missed. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bridges like this suck up props. I've made similar bridges that take up 90 plus props. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, the gloves are off now. Everyone else started it. I'm planning to finish it. To be fair, you started it. I did not. That's debatable, I think. Bloody hell. Can't tell whether that's children or dogs. I was waiting for that one. I was waiting for the big one. Oh, I should get the clip. Yes. I didn't think about that. I've totally forgot about thumbnails. This would be a good thumbnail, this bridge. What's the difference? What lap are we on? Okay, it's last lap now. This is where it's all happening. Catch-up's coming into effect as well. Look at this. They're going to go full wide into the hairpin. I'm going to avoid. Oh, I tried to like do a little cutback and it didn't quite work. It's all going to be on that final corner. Who's going to dive? What? Specky's come from there. Oh, damn it. Elite Coconut managed to get away at the line. Good fun. Good creation. Alright, PC tracks. Let's do it. Fine wood track. Great visuals. And a 630-degree spiral in this one. And again, as I always say every time we do these showcases, when it comes to PC, we might see some vehicles that you can't normally... some tracks that you can't normally utilize or make on other platforms, even though they don't have the 300 props or the 100 fixture removals. With a bit of PC magic, as it's called, otherwise known as modding, you can get access to the dev creator and you get access to a whole host of other props that can't be used in regular game modes. arena props and modded props and all sorts of stuff. Some of those things are making their way to the other platforms, but yeah, it's still PC where you can get everything, like that Apex prop there, for example. And I say it all the time when it comes to these PC showcases. That, for example, on the left there, that's an arena prop, I believe. It'd be nice if we were able to get these things for everybody. Make all props available in all game modes. Give access to the locked behind the dev creator props to everybody. Just open it up. But I say it every time and it's never going to happen. We all know this. So PC does have its own unique things, but only if you're willing to bend the rules a little bit. And that's the last I'll mention it. Tricky corner, that one. Especially in a GTO. Box has chosen to stock Italy GTO because it's probably about on the same pace as these other D-tier sports cars. Yeah, nice hill track. Using a bit of the city as well. Good variety. I normally don't like sort of big spirals on tracks. Like, I never really like the on and off ramps being used for highways where they curl around back on themselves. But they can be fun as like a little unique addition to a track every now and then. Here, isn't it? Yeah, those arms that are around this part of the track, those are arena props as well, I believe. Yeah, it's a cool little spiral around this building. Do a little backup recording, but I don't think I'm going to need a thumbnail image of anything other than... Why is my camera suddenly... What? That was weird. I don't think I'm going to need a thumbnail image of anything other than that bridge, to be honest. The quirks of GTA, and specifically the quirks of GTA on PC. I've never experienced that low camera bug before. Nice track. To kick us off for PC tracks. So this is our first non-regular track on PC in the themed category. We do have one later on in the rally/off-road category, and then the rest are all regular circuits. But a low traction oval, this one, with full traction pieces to allow different lines. So this should be interesting. We've got catch-up turned on. So hopefully it'll stay close. It's a cool creation already, just with the paddock building and whatnot. We've got the ambulance there. So yeah, I can feel the low traction. But I'm guessing there's full traction pieces up here. Yeah, they're full traction, I think. So, oh, that's interesting. So you can either go low, but you're on the lower traction stuff and you're going to slide a bit more. Or you can go high, as Adam just did there, and get the run out of the corner. I mean, we've got catch-up on, so it's changing things up a little bit, but... Interesting. This is the sort of stuff that the better ovals do. Like, when we've done ovals on like Project Homecoming and had some proper good oval races, It's always on a track that's got some sort of nuance like this. Because, you know, when you compare it to, look at the speed increase, then I get the speed out. Oh! Like when you compare it to the ovals that Rockstar make, when we're talking about the hot ring races, they're just so boring, there's no nuance to them whatsoever. Like, you need a bit of nuance to an oval, especially in GTA where everything's super high traction anyway, and relatively low speed. And look, I've got the outside overtake done. Me and Leosa have been pretty equal, even though he's been taking the very inside and I've been taking the outside. It's awesome that different lines are possible on something like this. Probably the worst. Oh, it's... and you're slow on the green as well. That's clever. That's another PC specific thing that you can have, like, a slow down area. I think in a vacuum, if you were just hot lapping this on your own, the inside low traction line is quicker, as long as you can do some throttle control. But the fact that there's a different option there for when you're racing side by side, and they're pretty much very similar. It might change depending on the car that you use as well, whether it's a high grip car, low grip car, something like that. I got a good run out there. Last lap. We do have catch up on, so it's going to be interesting to the line. Look at this. That's the worst place to be, I think. In the middle. You either want to be high or low. Interesting. That was fun. Smooth and flowy city track next. In Muscle B again. This time I'm using the Pisswasser Dominator instead of the Dominator GTT. Messed that up big time. Oh, and I also messed up. I wasn't focusing on where the track actually goes. It's done that weird camera bug again. What are you doing, PC? Damn. Competitive so far. Just a line of muscle cars. Oh, I've hit the inside. Well, it might continue to be competitive, but I'm not going to be in it. Is it my controller that's doing this weird camera movements? Maybe my right stick is breaking. Stick drift on the right stick almost definitely. That's funny. The first controller that I ever experience any kind of malfunction or stick drift or anything like that on is the most expensive controller I've ever bought with the Elite controller. average elite controller moment. Yeah, indeed, a very nice, flowy city circuit with some nice track extension and just nice corners. Fun to drive. This was a good car selection, I think, as well, because this was a Dominator's been a bit of a challenge around here. Challenging track in some areas as well. That's amazing that at the exact same corner that I crashed myself last time, I ended up getting involved with someone else's mistake and losing positions. I've lost positions in this track on one corner and it was the same one on both laps. All that work undone. Three. Almost. What is this car in front of me? I don't even know what it is. I can't... Oh, is it the Ruiner? The new Ruiner? It just came to be there. I've been trying to figure it out all race. I completely forgot that car's existence. It's not very good, is it? Straight line wise, at least. Probably why I sold it immediately, and I remember that now. Test it, sell it. Another one of those cars. Too wide. And close finish. Fun. Nice track. Right. Relatively long rally circuit next. And the first car that I'm using twice. Why is there a Flash GT? That's not in the rally. That's way too fast. How do people not know this by now? Unless it's stock, but it doesn't look stock. Yeah, it was obviously going to be the Omnus that was my first repeat car. I'm pretty sure I've used a different car in every race so far today, though. I can't say for certain, but I think so. Which is pretty cool. So, rallying around the oil fields. Interesting, there's a pit lane there on the outside. I do kind of like longer rally circuits. Like, you don't see them as often. Rallycross has kind of taken over in that way. You know, and rallycross tracks generally are sort of sub 1 minute circuits with joker lap and whatnot. But I think there's a place for a good sort of rally track, off-road track circuit, all point to point, that are a bit longer. could do off-road vehicles around here as well, I'm sure. Doesn't have to just be sports rally cars. Yeah, this is nice. Nice layout. Fun to drive in the Omnis, although I love the Omnis, so most things are fun to drive in the Omnis. It's a good rally track. This is a nice layout. It's a nice combination of sort of off-road areas and dirt roads around here with making a unique layout with track extensions and custom pieces and things. I don't think that one was my fault. That was friggin' intense. I'm gonna call Creator Advantage. This is Leosa's track. Not that Leosa has a problem being quicker than me, even when it's not their track, but... Yeah, I don't feel like I don't think I need to wait for that one. Like, I don't see how that was my fault at all. It was, I mean, Leosa was on the inside. And they're right back on me anyway, so didn't take long. Extending, I didn't think about extending out further there. Yeah, this is a fun, God damn it. Got a good line through there though. It's a good track, this. Fun rally circuit. I like it. Oh, so close. So the final track for the showcase this month is a grapeseed track with unique sections and great corner variety. It just hit me that we haven't seen a grapeseed track yet. I think it's been the most, or a Blaine County track in general. It's been the most frequent of the track areas, I would say, in these community verified showcases since we came back with it. But this is our first one today in the final PC track and the final track of the entire showcase for May. Again, all the links for all the tracks are down below in the description. Interesting section. Are we about to go on that? Looks like it. I like the undulation. I like how it crosses over the road. We got to see a car on the right there as well that was going underneath that bridge section. And that was kind of nice. Quite extensive custom section here. Really changes up Grapeseed. It's a very nice track that is giving a sort of a quite different experience of Grapeseed. I mean, we're still getting the standard Grapeseedy stuff of these roads, but the custom sections are quite unique. We're in a battle for a top 5, not catching the top 4 at this point. Grapeseed is just, it has such good roads. Like, it's a popular place to create a track for a reason. But then when you add in sort of custom created areas to give it something unique, and they really sort of, that's the one of the more difficult bits, is making anything custom that you create fit with the theme of the track and, you know, elsewhere on the circuit. Messed up that big time. Like that corner, I think everyone messed up because I did. That corner is really nice, like on the first lap when I actually did it properly. And these sequential corners fit in nicely. And then this transition into Grapeseed roads again. It's just, it's really nice. Not an awful lot more to say about it than that. It's just a very, very nice Grapeseed track with its own unique custom flair. There's some areas of like extra curb boosty stuff where there's bits of curbs like on the outside or whatever, but apart from that, very nice. And that's it. Brookfield.com/verified for all the info you need. Links in the description for the tracks.